So you're born into fashion design royalty. Do
Yes.
you have any aspirations of also transitioning from a stylist into a designer?
Oh my gosh, such a great question, because yes, I do. You know, it's crazy because I don't even realize, like I just now am realizing, why don't you design something? Because I just think of, that's my mother. She could go do a pattern, put it together, and have it still be fabulous.
Welcome to Behind the Glam. We are in the fabulous Dean Design showroom. And today we're sitting down with celebrity fashion stylist, Tiffany Dean. How are you, beautiful?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
It is so great to see you.
Thank you. It's such a pleasure.
We're in kind of the home you essentially grew up in.
Yeah, exactly.
Your mom being like the legendary celebrity fashion designer.
Yes.
But you have certainly made a name for yourself.
Yes, I have.
How did you get started?
Oh my goodness. Well, I can say that my mother threw me into this crazy world at the age of 17 when I was really doing things on my own. I started merchandising lines for her and things of that sort and helping her design things when the 90s came about and urban culture, and you had Puff Daddy and a lot of Q-tips and those type of artists at the time. And she really needed a little guidance to kind of take her back to the street. So it was crazy. Right. And now that I think back on it, I should have got paid more. I should have had more assistants. And I was crazy for doing all that I was doing.
Well, we always have that kind of retrospect when we think back and like, I shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Oh, yes.
But at the end of the day, you end up where you're supposed to, because I don't think if you had been thrown in the way that you had, you would have been able to navigate the treacherous industry that it is now.
Exactly.
Because today it's really about get in, fit in, and make a mark, right?
Yes.
So now that you're in Hollywood and you're working with some of the best and you're just working on a great show, what are some of the things that you think are critical in your role as a fashion designer today?
Oh, wow.
Or as a fashion stylist today?
Yes. I would say the number one critical thing about fashion styling is your relationships. Building relationships with different brands, different showrooms, fashion PR firms, celebrities, stores, boutiques, large stores, small stores. It's all about your relationshiping, because we as celebrity fashion stylists are as good as the merchandise that we're able to get our hands on and bring to you. So I can definitely say building your name and your reputation within your relationships is the number one key to being successful here in Hollywood.
Right. No, that makes a whole lot of sense. I think people look at your job and they automatically think, oh, it's glamorous. You get to shop, you get to, do all these great things, you get to work on TV shows. But what's the real? Because in everything that we do, there's the blood, sweat, and there's the tears. And then, of course, you get to enjoy it in the end.
Yes.
But what are some of the not so glamorous aspects of your job?
Oh, well, I can say just on my rise, in the beginning, the not so glamorous things were actually assisting. Assisting other stylists is a key component. If you don't have actual connections to become an assistant, you start off as an intern to work your way up to build relationships to then try to assist someone. But assisting stylists is crazy because you actually have to think more than that stylist is thinking. You have to think about the things that they're not going to think about and just really be their right hand. Starting on the ground level is not always easy, but it is definitely something that separates the men from the boys in this industry. I can also say that the grueling part about my position is just the long hours, the babysitting of clients. Not to be so horrible, but you are literally, when you're on set, you are babysitting. Right. That one thread that's right there, or the bra strap is showing, every little thing, you're taping everything, so you always have to have your eyes and ears, so you can't lunch for 5 minutes when you're on set, so you're definitely on for 12 hours.
Right. Essentially, as a stylist and a part of the overall Glam squad, we tend to give a lot to everyone else.
Yes.
What do you give to yourself?
And that's a good question, because I was thinking about it. I haven't been even just shopping for myself in months, because when you shop so much for other people, it's like I look at it as work.
Right.
So I can say that you have to put the time and energy into yourself. You give so much to where when you're home, when I get home, I'm literally just deflated. You know, I don't even want to talk on the phone. I just want to go hide for another 10 hours, you know, until I have to do it all over again the next day. But I can definitely say the time and energy that I put on others, you know, their earring or their outfit, their clothes, their shoes, I need to put that same energy into myself all of the time. Now, don't get me wrong, when I step out, I'm stepping out. But it's just being able to, you know, craft and horn in on what my personal style is, you know, and not always just thinking of what someone else's personal style is.
Where do you get inspiration to continue to grow and to make your mark as a celebrity fashion stylist?
Well, I can say that my true love is music. My first love is music. And I am very talented within that. I don't really talk about it a lot, but that's something that I absolutely love. And I really turn to music to actually create my illusion of what I feel like fashion should be at the time.
So you're born into fashion design royalty. Do you
Yes.
have any aspirations of also transitioning from a stylist into a designer?
Oh my gosh, such a great question, because yes, I do.
Good.
You know, it's crazy because I don't even realize, like I just now am realizing, why don't you design something? Because I just think of, that's my mother, you know, that's her thing. So now, you know, my mother is a real designer, a real deal. Like if she had to, she could go do a pattern, put it together and have it still be fabulous.
I always love to ask, what do you think your legacy will be?
I want my legacy to be that I actually was an innovator and I created styles and I create trends and I am someone that is admired by many.
So speaking of making women feel beautiful, we have a gorgeous model here, Dolly Kay, and we are going to make her over.
Yes.
We're gonna see you and your magic at work.
I'm ready.
So let's do it.
So we're here with Dolly, and since we are in Hollywood, of course I'd have to give her a Hollywood red carpet makeover. I have put her in this beautiful green beaded couture gown. This season, I feel like for the red carpet, it is all about pops of color. Jewel tones, beautiful tones on beautiful brown skin. It's always just amazing, right, Dolly?
Yes.
So why don't you give them a twirl and show them your entire look. Classic, chic, and timeless.
So Miss Tiffany Dean, you are the bomb, girl.
Thank you.
You are fabulous, you are stylish, but
Thank
ultimately
you.
you care.
Yes.
You have a huge, huge heart, and you know, making women feel like they should feel.
Yes.
It's like, it's what you do.
That's the
I
ultimate
love
goal.
that. I'm excited by that.
Thank you.
So I want to thank you. I want to celebrate you.
Aw.
And it is such a pleasure.
Oh my goodness, the pleasure is mine. Cheers.